The Constitution in Article 230 sets out the principles upon which the Commission will consider in determining the pay for all state officers and also non-state officers. So for this particular group, that is the state officers, we have 5 principles that govern the pay determination. The first one is about affordability and fiscal sustainability of the wage bill. The second principle is about attracting and retaining requisite skills in the public service. The third one is to recognize performance and productivity in pay. The fourth one is fairness and transparency. And the fifth principle, which is in the SRC Act, speaks of equal pay for work of equal value. So in arriving at the decision on the plenary sittings, we looked at the pay of the state officers from 2 main perspectives in those principles. Let me speak about the first one. It's about equity and fairness. Equity means that you pay, it's equal pay for work of equal value. So how do we arrive at that? We evaluate all the jobs. We carry out job evaluation, and we determine the relative job worth of jobs. So that job worth is determined looking at the grading of the job and also carrying out salary market surveys, and for state officers, that is international benchmarks to arrive at the pay for the president, which we then cascade to all the other roles. So the current grading for the role of member of parliament in the current evaluation was actually upgraded to a job grade which we refer as F1. So that grade is equivalent to the grading of a PS or the chair of a commission. It is at the same level as F1. The principle of equity dictates that the roles that are at the same level should earn the same pay. So if we look at today, the pay for F1s is at 765,000, right? For member of parliament, it's actually above that. You will see from the Gazette notice that the pay is 710 before we add the sitting allowances for committee sittings, which adds up to a maximum of about 120. So if you take the 710 and 120, it means actually their take-home is 830, which is then above the salary established for the role at F1. And that is before you now talk about plenary sittings. So if you are to add plenary sittings, that takes their pay to 910, around 920 per month, which then means you would be remunerating a member of parliament equal to a cabinet secretary, equal to a governor. So the principle of equity then dictated that we then remove plenary sittings to ensure that the pay is at the same level.